Yo, what is going on, everyone? My name is Nick, or The Notorious Fantasy, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down a humongous NFL trade, some huge NFL breaking news, something that's been looming in the distance for a little bit of time now, right? It seemed like, oh, the Jets are going to get Rodgers, but then it started to die down, right? The conversation of Rodgers to the Jets started to kind of fade away. Now, it wasn't completely gone. It was still in the back of everyone's minds, but it seemed like, hey, maybe this wasn't going to actually happen. And then yesterday, we get some news that, hey, now the Jets and Packers are back in conversation. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, all right, it's draft week. The draft is on Thursday. Maybe just to be fun, the NFL, the Jets, the Packers, maybe they'll wait until the draft, right? Maybe the draft's going to kick off. Whoever gets picked at number one, everyone's going to be happier. It's going to be so cool. Ooh, this is the quarterback that went number one to the Panthers. And then like an RKO from Randy Orton, everything is flipped on its head and Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. But hey, they didn't want to wait any longer. And it happens today, Monday, the 24th of April. So the trade compensation per sources here from Adam Schefter, the Jets receive Aaron Rodgers, pick number 15 in the 2023 NFL draft, and a 2023 fifth round pick number 170. The Packers get pick number 13, so they move up 2 slots in the draft. That was a first round pick kind of swap there. Again, the Jets number 15. Now the Packers move up to number 13. They get a 2023 second round pick number 42, solid pick there, and a 6th round pick number 207. They also get a conditional 2024 second round pick that becomes a first if Rodgers plays 65% of the plays this season. So realistically, if the Jets are any good this year and Rodgers stays healthy, then this is going to be 2 first-round picks, kind of, for Aaron Rodgers because, again, the number 13 pick is a swap. So, really, 1 first-round pick, 2nd-round pick, 6th-round pick for Mr. Discount Double Check. Now, obviously, this is great news for the Jets because if a trade didn't actually happen, maybe they would have had to force their hand to try to get Lamar Jackson. Or maybe at pick number 13, they would have pulled the trigger and drafted a quarterback, right? Because there is no way in hell we were going to get to September for game number 1 against whoever it's going to be because the schedule hasn't released yet. And the Jets were going to roll out Zach Wilson. There was 0% chance that was going to happen because Zach Wilson was terrible last year. So now the Jets officially have Aaron Rodgers. This is a huge positive, like I was saying, for the Jets. Now, I am a Dolphins fan. I do not like the Jets, but I'm not going to do some type of backwards thinking, some mental gymnastics around in my head to say that, oh, this trade was terrible, right? Oh, the Jets just got fleeced. I know Aaron Rodgers is old. Not like Aaron Rodgers is 25 again, right? It's not the case. But Aaron Rodgers is still miles ahead of the play of Zach Wilson. It's like night and day. Zach Wilson could be the starter in the XFL or maybe the USFL, right? And again, I'm just making fun of Zach Wilson, but Rodgers is the real fucking deal. And if Rodgers is able to stay healthy with the weapons they have in New York, the ceiling is astronomical, especially with such a good defense. So for fantasy football, this news is good for Rodgers. Rodgers now moves to an offense with Garrett Wilson, with McCole Hardman, with these pieces that are legitimately talented, and he has Breece Hall as well. And their tight end core, while they don't really have a true number 1 tight end, right? Not like they have fucking Travis Kelce or George Kittle, Mark Andrews, one of those guys, but they still have a solid tight end core. They bring in these pieces for Rodgers. I wouldn't be surprised if Jordy Nelson came out of retirement to be a wide receiver for the Jets. So this is a great move for fantasy football for Rodgers. Great move for Garrett Wilson. A humongous leap up in play from Magic Mike White, Joe Flacco, and Zach Wilson. So shout out to Garrett Wilson. His ADP already very high on Underdog. He goes his first round pick in some drafts. Don't be shocked if he's a pick number 11 or 12 in your fantasy football draft because people are going to lock in like a heat-seeking missile on Garrett Wilson. This is great for Breece Hall because when Breece Hall returns, whether that's week 1 or week 3, whenever he's in full capacity, flux capacitor on maximum. This guy is going to be a monster if the Jets offense works with Rodgers. Now, while Namath, the man himself, the legend, has permission to be number 12, I don't think he's going to end up going with number 12. So, great move huge fantasy move for Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, and then maybe one of these ancillary wide receivers will hit for the Jets. And this is a downgrade, I guess, for Christian Watson, but we already kind of knew Rodgers was gone anyways. Like, it was either he was going to retire, he's going to be a Jet, or maybe out of nowhere, like he's like the Titans quarterback or something. But that was pretty improbable. So let me know what you guys think down below about this trade. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you surprised at all? Because honestly, I was a little surprised to happen today. Like I said, I thought maybe, they're going to tease it up, get your juices flowing. Will the Jets do it during the draft? What's going to happen? Happened today. Rodgers to the Jets. Let me know down below in the comment section. I love you guys all so much. Hope you have a great guys' day. And as always, good boy.